Hey everybody, welcome into episode 8 of the Jack Cohn podcast. I'm here with special guest Matt Duffy of the Boston Red Sox. Matt, why don't you just tell everybody a bit about yourself?
So I am from Burlington, Ontario, Canada. I got drafted by the Boston Red Sox in 2023. Had my first year of pro ball last year. I'm in my off season right now. Just kind of enjoying life as it is. So, yeah.
Yeah, so let's hop right into it. First question, obviously, what was it like hearing your name called in the draft? Obviously, a dream that every baseball player has.
Yeah, so I didn't think the draft was really a thing for me until probably my freshman year of college. I found a little bit of success by the end of the year and just kind of rallied into a sophomore year and a junior year to where I found a good amount of success. And then in the summer as well, I played in the Cape Cod Baseball League. So that kind of rounded up a bunch. And I kind of realized like, damn, like I have a chance. So. I mean, to hear my name called was definitely a dream come true. I've been playing baseball since I was 6, so I've been playing my whole life. My dad played pro ball as well for a couple years, so I mean, to kind of continue on from what he's done, and then also, I mean, my brother also plays baseball, so my family's very baseball oriented. So for me to play pro baseball is definitely something not only for myself but for my family too.
Yeah, being from Canada, did you ever think about hockey?
I played a little bit of ball hockey. I've never played ice hockey before though. It's just my parents never put me in it, so I just never played. I've played a bunch of other sports though, so it's kind of weird for me not to play hockey being from Canada, but I mean, I just never got into it, so
When you were growing up, who was the most influential to you wanting, like when you were in college, finding that baseball was something you wanted to do?
definitely my dad. I mean, he put me in it really early. He played pro baseball with the Athletics, the Oakland A's at the time, but they were actually the Kansas City Athletics at the time. Like that's how early it was. But he put both my brother and I into baseball very early, so we just kind of played together a bunch. Fell in love with the game, and I mean, he's just kind of guided me throughout, like giving me like little tips here and there. I mean, he was a pitcher as well, so he pretty much taught me how to pitch, and then obviously through coaching and whatever, learned a bit more about it. But he was always this central piece as to kind of putting me into baseball and falling in love with it.
Yeah, so far in the minor leagues with the Red Sox, who's the probably most well-known batter you faced?
I faced Tristan Casas during spring training. It was just a live AB setting. I think he was coming back from injury, but I walked him on 5 pitches, so it really wasn't a competitive at bat. I was working on different things though, so I didn't really feel all that nervous or whatever. I just kind of walked him. That's just how it goes. But yeah, I think he was definitely the most notable.
Yeah, and actually talking about Tristan Casas leads us into my next question. Playing in the minor leagues, obviously you see major league players on rehab. Have you faced any major league players on rehab while you've been with Salem?
Um, Not that I know of, because since Salem's low A, usually the major league rehabbers will maybe start in high A, but usually
I
will be in double A when they start. So I never got to face anyone, but I did get to face a decent amount of the draft guys that came in that were pretty highly touted prospects. So I got to face a bunch of them at the end of the year. So that was cool.
Yeah, so who is definitely the most like the teammate you've learned the most from, whether it's been spring training or with
Ooh.
Salem?
Um, Teammate that I've learned the most from. Damn. I'd say probably Noah Dean. He was in Salem the year before, or the year I got drafted, so in 23. And I actually went down to Salem for 2 weeks after I got drafted, like a month after I got drafted, because I ramped up a little bit and then actually played for 2 weeks with Salem.
Mm.
And Noah Dean was there and kind of became friends with him. We're part of the same agency, so that also helped create like our friendship. But we played together for the first 2, 3 months of this year in Salem, and he was just kind of teaching me the ins and outs of like everything minor leagues, especially when I first got there, like just teaching me how to kind of handle myself and whatnot. Because he's been through it. I mean, obviously being with the same agent, like we've kind of had similar experiences. So I think that definitely Noah.
Yeah, and I don't know if you're watching NCAA college football, but who are you rooting for in the college football playoff?
Oof, I do not watch college football. I watch the NFL like very. I watch the NFL a lot, but definitely not college football. I can't follow it. I just being from Canada, I'm just not in love with college teams like that. Like I feel like it's just a much bigger thing in the States, and people get kind of attached to schools where like their hometown is and whatnot. So I think being from Canada is just not something I've really gotten into.
Yeah, and obviously with the minor leagues, you go low A, high A, double A, triple A. Is there like a spot you want to be by the end of this year? Obviously, I know all players want to be in the MLB, but is it different for you?
Oh yeah. I mean, knowing that I got drafted in 23, like the minor leagues is such a slow grind. I mean, in other sports, like say football, like first rounders are playing on the
Yeah.
team first game of the season. In the MLB, that's not, I don't think that's ever happened. So, stuff like that, yeah, can you reiterate the question again?
Yeah. So by the end of the 25 season, is there a level you want to be at? Double A, triple
Oh,
A?
right. So incoming for this year, I think I want to start. Well, I definitely want to start in high A. I think I definitely deserved a promotion last year. I mean, obviously, stuff goes into promotions, not just the way you play. Like, there's a bunch of different factors. So, but I believe I should be in high A to start the year, and I'd love to finish in double A. I mean, like I said, it's a slow grind, so just making your way slowly up to minor league levels is definitely a good thing. So I hope I don't end in high A. I hope I don't stay there the whole year, but I would hope double A. I mean, triple A would be awesome, and obviously the MLB, like that's the dream. So
Well, thanks, Matt, for joining me today. I'm Jack here with Matt. See you guys later.